Namaste everyone. I'm RamaHaritha, Editor-in-Chief of MyIndMakers. Conflicts across the world have witnessed persecution of people. Among the people who have faced maximum number of persecutions have been the indigenous civilizations and the pagan cultures. They have been at the receiving end and bore the brunt of the conflicts that were inflicted on them. Here today we are joined by Khdr Hajoyan, who is going to speak to us about the little known community of Yezidis who have faced 74 rounds of genocidal attacks. Namaste, Khdr.
Namaskar.
For MyIndMakers Conversations. Without much ado, here is a little introduction about Khdr. Khdr is a distinguished lawyer, orientalist, and a person who has advocated for Yezidi human rights. He has strived to preserve the language, culture, tradition of Yezidis, and he has been consistently making efforts to put forth the causes of Yezidi community on various global platforms. And he has represented Yezidi community at international platforms too. He has been a founding member of Ezidxan, the Yezidi community news channel and a newspaper. So his efforts have earned a lot of respect from not only Yezidi community, but also communities across the world. And he seeks to build bridges of friendship and unity with other communities. So here we are joined by him for an interacting session where we would like to hear more about Yezidis. So what, according to you, is the connect that Bharat and Yezidis have, and what is the connecting thread between the both communities and civilization, and what is the Yezidi sense of understanding of Bharat?
Yeah, for the first, thank you for invitated me that I can give my voice to all Bharat, the people of Bharat, so that know about Yezidis. My greetings, namaste to all of viewers. For the answering of this question, the major connecting thread between Bharat and the Yezidis lies in our shared reverence for ancient traditions, spirituality, and the deep connection to nature. Both civilizations are among the oldest in the world, holding on to values that emphasize harmony, tolerance, and respect for diversity. For the Yezidis, Bharat is a symbol of resilience and spiritual enlightenment, and the land that has preserved its rich cultural heritage and serves as a guiding light for ancient civilizations. Bharat ethos of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, the world is one family, and deeply resonate with the Yazidi philosophy of peace and coexistence.
Right. So what is the understanding about Bharat among the younger generation of Yezidis? Do they share similar sentiments towards Bharat?
Of course, the Yazidi new generation like that, they really have good emotions with the Bharat. You know, they connected because it's coming from ancient times that we have a connection, and our cultural similarities also helping on that. So the Yazidis also in time of genocide feel the support from their Hindu brothers and sisters.
The wrath of genocidal atrocities faced by Yezidis came to the fore after the dire situations when ISIS denounced Yezidis as infidels and carried out indiscriminate killing. So can you shed more light on how Yezidis are coping up with this relentless onslaught? And also, how many genocides have you faced so far in the history, and how your people have countered them?
Yeah, the genocide committed by ISIS, of course, left deep scars on the Yazidi community, both physically and emotionally. However, our people have shown remarkable resilience in the face of such atrocities. Survivors have focused on rebuilding their lives through education, cultural preservation, and advocacy for justice. Organizations and individuals worldwide, including Hindu groups, have supported these efforts, creating a sense of solidarity and hope. And also, the Yazidi community continues to call for international recognition for the Yazidis as an ethnicity. It's so important. And also for the recognition of the genocide and the establishment of mechanisms to ensure accountability and prevent further atrocities. I have to mention that till now, unfortunately, more than 1,500 Yazidi girls in the captivity. Till now, the genocide is continuing. It's not stopped yet, unfortunately. There are till now more than 400,000 Yazidis living in the tents. They displaced from their homes, and till now they are in time of hot summer and in time of very cold winter. They're dying. They're take a sick, they take a ill, and then dying. So also the problem, most of problem are now the very big hate speech from the especially from the in Kurdistan regional governments, where also living the Kurdish people, especially the radical Kurds, are using the very dangerous hate speech against Yazidis. They're calling, especially some of mullahs, like Mullah Antar and other mullahs, using the words, telling to their people to go, that Yazidis are unbelievers, the Yazidis are very bad people like that, and calling to people to go and kill Yazidis. This is very dangerous situation for Yazidis. In the Yazidis, one of ancient people in the Middle East, so they need the international community on this also.
Yep.
And also in time, we have not only this genocide. So from 7th century till now, it's like 74 genocides happened against Yazidi people. Just for that, we are Yazidis as an ethnicity, that we are Yazidis, that we are for our faith also. So this is the main things that I want to tell.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, please.
Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankar has been among one of the earliest vocal supporters who has reached out to Yezidis and raised funds to rescue the displaced Yezidis, and soon other Hindu organizations, including the Sangh, stood by Yezidis. So what are your expectations from Hindu organizations and the global community?
Yeah, of course, it's a good question, and especially I want to, we are deeply grateful to Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankar and Hindu organizations for their solidarity and support during our darkest time. Really, at that time, I also in 2015 I met with Guru Sri Sri Ravi Shankar, and he's also received our Yazidi delegation in Bangalore. At that time, also, he gave his support to Yazidis, for what we Yazidis all over the world, we are so deeply grateful. And really, their actions demonstrated that compassion transcends borders. Moving forward, we hope these organizations will continue to advocate the Yazidi rights, support cultural preservation initiatives, and strengthen interfaith dialogue. Joint efforts in education, rebuilding communities, and sharing cultural knowledge can further solidify the bond between Hindus and Yazidis. This is really important for us, that because you know that Yazidis now, they don't have their own state. So every time had been many actions against them using. So now in the international community, like Yezidis are alone. So we hope that our Hindu brothers and sisters, especially also Gurudev and the Indian state, the Bharat state, will stand with Yazidis also in the high level, like in the UN, to represent also the rights and to save one of ancient people in the Middle East.
So
Also, I mentioned that now we Yazidis, like I am as a president of the Yezidi National Union of Armenia. So in Armenia, Yazidis don't have any discrimination. We have many achievements there. So this one also, we want that Bharat be one of the great countries also that will protect the Yazidis, because we hope, really, Yazidis all over the world hope that in international community, the like Bharat will be an umbrella for Yazidis.
Yeah. So Yezidis have built one of the largest temples in Armenia in 2019. The country has offered shelter and refused to them. So, however, Armenia has come under attack from Azerbaijan. So, are Yezidis facing any threat? And what are the conditions of Yezidis spread across different countries? And are they bestowed with any ethnic recognition by any of the countries?
Yeah, the construction of the Yazidi temple in Armenia, it's like symbolizes the resilience and cultural pride of our people. And it's so important that Armenia has been a safe haven. And we stand in solidarity with its during these challenging times. While Yazidis in Armenia are not directly targeted, but any instability in the region affects everyone. But in time of 4 days war by Azerbaijan in 2016 against Armenia, in Karabakh region, Yazidi soldier of Armenian army, Khdr Hajoyan, inhumanly had been beheaded by the Azerbaijani troops.
Okay.
Beheaded, and they take his head and go to the villages and showing.
Is it because of his ethnicity?
Of course. Why they don't do this against like Armenian soldiers? They do this, especially beheaded the Yazidi soldier of Armenian army. He's not like the fighter or like this. He's a soldier of the country. So this is inhumanly doings. So Yazidis face very varying conditions. While some countries recognize our ethnic and religious identity, others neglect our cultural and political rights. Ensuring international recognition and safeguarding our identity remains an ongoing struggle. I also want to share the legacy of Yezidi national hero, may he rest in peace, Aziz Tamoyan. So Aziz Tamoyan, visionary leader, a national hero, dedicated his life to the preservation and advancement of the Yazidi people. His relentless efforts in Armenia led to monumental achievements that solidified the identity and rights of Yazidis. Under his leadership, the Yazidis in Armenia gained recognition as an ethnicity. It's an important thing, preserving their unique cultural heritage and language. Thanks to his advocacy, the Yazidi children now they can study their mother tongue, Ezdiki, in schools, supported by state-approved textbooks from 1 to 12 classes. Aziz Taman also championed the establishment of cultural centers, the building of places of worship, and the launch of Yazidi media, like first Yazidi newspaper, Yazidi Voice at that time. It's called, then it's renamed as Ezdixana. So it's founded in 1990. Okay. And also Ezidxan TV to amplify the community's voice, Through his unwavering commitment, Hajoyan not only safeguarded the Yazidi traditions, but also strengthened the bond between Yazidis and Armenians, fostering unity and the mutual respect. His legacy continues to inspire Yazidis worldwide to uphold their identity and strive for progress. And also, he is the first Yazidi leader that talks about the connection between Yazidis to ancient land Bharat.
Okay. So, what according to you is the Yazidi homeland? So, do Yazidis have plans to establish a separate state for themselves? And what are the long-term plans of Yazidis to stay safe and secure?
Yeah, of course, the Shingal, like Sinjar, or its present-day Iraq, is the historical and spiritual homeland of the Yazidis.
Okay.
While the idea of a separate state has been discussed, the immediate focus is on ensuring safety, autonomy, and the right to return for displaced Yazidis. Long-term plans involve rebuilding Shingal, preserving our culture, and fostering international support to prevent future genocides. This is so important. Main thing, to prevent future genocide. Establishing a homeland where Yazidis can live in peace and freedom remains a dream we work toward every day. Because we Yazidis, in time of our history, we never fight against other peoples. We never kill other peoples. We never do any discrimination against other ethnicities or faiths. And also, this is like show by our prayers. We Yazidis, when we stay between the sun, we're praying to the God, to the Khdr, that please God, give the peace to the all humanity, to the 72 peoples, like ethnicities, then give it to us. So this is symbolizing that Yazidis are peaceful people, and we hope so. The dream will become a true for the freedom of Yazidi people. Yeah.
Okay. Yazidis and Hindus both worship the sun god. Okay. So can both expedite a plan for reciprocal visitations of the sun temples to foster and resurrect ancient civilisational links? Do you have any plans in pipeline as such?
Yeah, of course, it's a very good question. Just I want to mention that it's very near when you're like Hindu tradition. In Yazidi philosophy of the faith is that sun is not like a god. He's the created by the God, is the light, is the source of the life. So without sun, we cannot live. So the sun is the source of life of the world. So, of course, your question is very good, and that's the beautiful idea that could strengthen the bond between Yazidis and the Hindus. Yeah, both communities regard the sun as a symbol of divine energy and life. So, reciprocal visits to sun temples and Yazidi holy sites like Lalesh would not only mutual respect, but also serve as a celebration of shared spiritual values. Such exchanges can inspire cultural revival and send a powerful message of unity between two ancient civilizations.
Yes, sure. So, as you know, when our neighboring country Bangladesh is in anarchy, and then what do you think about the kind of persecutions Hindus are facing in Bangladesh, Pakistan, and Afghanistan? And also, added to that, I just want to point out something else as well. UN has brought out a resolution to combat Islamophobia in 2021. So what are your thoughts about the resolution, and do you favor a similar resolution for ancient dharmic civilizations and pagan cultures, believing in reincarnation and people who are labeled as pagans in many parts of the world?
Yeah, of course, it's so sad. The genocide of Hindus in these regions is a tragic chapter, and that echoes the suffering of the Yazidis. Both communities have faced severe persecution for their beliefs and identities. It is essential for the UN and global organizations to address the violence and discrimination faced by ancient civilizations like Hindus and Yezidis. A resolution advocating for the protection of indigenous, polytheistic, and pagan communities while recognizing issues like Hinduphobia and also Yezidophobia would be a vital step toward preserving the diversity of human heritage and ensuring justice for the persecuted groups.
So finally, what do you think is the role Bharat can play in empowering Yezidis?
Yeah, of course, Bharat. You know, if we translate in Yazidi language, what does it mean, Bharat? Bharat like Bahar Hat. So the spring come, the new life come. So this thing that also in a language way we have many similarities. So Bharat as a land of spiritual wisdom and resilience can play a significant role in empowering Yezidis by amplifying our voice on global platforms. This is the important thing. Supporting initiatives for cultural preservation, facilitating the educational opportunities for Yazidi youth, and encouraging interfaith dialogue would strengthen our community. And Bharat's support for international recognition of the Yazidis as an ethnicity, this is so important. For the recognition, Yazidis as ethnicity. And also for the recognition of the Yazidi genocide and collaboration on humanitarian efforts would demonstrate its commitment to justice and peace. Together, I believe we can forge a path toward a more inclusive and passionate world.
So finally, thank you, Sri Khdr, the President of Yezidi Union, for your time, and good luck with all your efforts in preserving the enduring legacy of Yezidis. Thank you once again.
Thank you so much. It's a great honor to present here at the ancient land, Bharat. For me, it's very important. And my last word will be in Hindi. So, may Bhagwan aapko ashirwad de.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, sir.